here you are.
Baldy, I'm Zagreus. Good to make your acquaintance. I know that friends are difficult to come by here in Tartarus, and so I'm grateful that you seem to be a trusty one. Okay. Guess I was wrong.
Been seeing an awful lot of each other lately, haven't we? You had enough of me yet, Zag?
Never enough, Meg. You ready for another go at it too, I take it?
Always. Although I do like to keep things fresh, so surprise me.
There's been considerable talk of late about the Queen Persephone, stranger. Your mother, it would seem. Sounds to me your tale's almost as complicated as my own.
It's a long story at this point indeed. But yes, the Queen, my mother, she's returned. And it's been really good having her back.
I can only begin to imagine. May she help govern all of this with wisdom and with grace.
Thanks a lot.
Why, little Hades, there's a certain chill about you, meaning you received an ice-cold blessing courtesy of Elder Goddess Demeter, correct? Now, personally, I think water's best in liquid form, but who am I to judge?
Yes.
You bear the Aegis so much like your uncle Zeus once did. You stubborn. You shrug off death as though it means nothing to you. You fought well.
Then, valiantly striding Zagreus was set upon by 7 bloodless slam dancers and slain, or something of the sort.
Thanatos, I ought to have asked by now, but what's it like? Up there, I mean, outside. You never talk about it. I almost forget that's where you go for work.
What can I say? It's different. I never stay up there for very long. Don't think I could. It starts making me feel ill. Too many sensations all at once. And when the chariot of Helios is in the sky, it gets so bright that I can barely see.
That sounds awful. If it's that bad, why would all the Olympians chat it up so much?
There's no accounting for their taste, I guess.
Megara, you ever been in love with somebody?
Yes.
Who?
Shut up.
Contractor, I have another job. Oh gods, am I becoming hopelessly obsessed with Theseus?
You'll never be a match for such a champion.
Who's laughing now?
That shield of yours called Aegis. Why, in fact, it's mine from long ago, young man. I've no more need of it, of course, but how you found it you shall have to tell me once you're here.
How is Nyx late, my kin? Have you yet given to her my regards? For I should think that night and war would share a common ground.
Each victory, and even the defeats. But you've not learned anything, have you?
It's all right, Theseus. We have a splendid painting of you back at the house for those moments when I invariably forget you exist. You were quite dashing with long hair, you know.
So I am honored even in the lowest pits of hell, and yet remembered in my carefree youth, not in the wisdom of my latter days. Well then, remember this!
Well, if it isn't you...
Hello, sir. Sisyphus, I know you tend to be in remarkably good spirits, all things considered, but there must be something I can do to help with your predicament, isn't there?
Oh, come now, Prince. Do Baldy and I look like we could use your charity? We're planning to stay put within this chamber for a while. It's hardly a predicament, I'd say.
But what of the Furies and their torments and all that? They might be back and make all this more difficult for you.
Ah yes, the Fury Sisters. Well, I wouldn't mind seeing them more infrequently now that you mention it. But either way, so don't you even worry about me. Now here. It's all yours.
Thank you, mate. What's the latest, Boldy? Had any good tumbles down that hill of late? I see.
Boldy's a good...
So, there's something you like to do for entertainment out here, Boldy? Or just, I don't know, take it all in, I guess?
You're like a little flame there in your father's realm. Easy enough to spot.
Blast! Look at this contemptible fiend stumbling half dead already into our hallowed Colosseum. What transpired, monster? Did perchance my exalted brethren trouble your dark path?
Theseus, I would appreciate it if you could be more considerate of the substantial effort necessary just to reach this point where I can make you shut your mouth.
Effort? Pah! You shall be imminently slain, and effortlessly, I am quite certain of that. Asterius, to arms!
I can't. Achilles, sir. Father, let me ask you something work-related here. I know the shade called Sisyphus once wronged both you and Thanatos, and has since paid a heavy price. But don't the Fury Sisters now have better things to do than torture him?
You come to me to question how I allocate my resources. Preposterous. I care nothing for that wretched shade. That he is tortured for eternity is but a technicality resulting from his arrogance. The terms of his incarceration are long lost.
So then if I could somehow find those terms, then theoretically I could grant him a pardon.
If you could somehow do your job and enact miracles, then yes. You could do anything then, I suppose. Including waste your time on those of his undeserving ilk.
That's good to know. Nyx, at first I thought I maybe should ignore this, but I wanted to give you greetings from Lord Ares, who seems rather interested in you.
Ah, yes, the god of war. Among all the Olympians, he often struck me as much more accepting of our kind, born of the underworld.
You're not... Wait, you're not interested in him. I mean, he's murderous. Polite, though, I don't know.
I take an interest in whomever I take interest in, my child. I thank you for the message.
Anytime. You and Achilles ever get to talk much, then?
I have my orders, he has his. What do you think? Even back when he was still alive, there was no real chance I was going to be the one to take him here, given his line of work.
Because he was a warrior. When mortals die a violent death, they are no longer your case, are they?
No. I tend to those in less of a hurry to come here.